Hey everybody, I'm so glad you joined me for art class today. I'm here in my garage, aka my art studio, and I'm excited to be able to do some art lessons with you while we're all stuck in our houses. So the first thing we're going to do is find a blank sheet of white paper, a pencil, an eraser, and we're going to draw. Any guesses to what we're going to draw? We've been working on our favorite things. So today we are going to draw our favorite animal or animals. I'm definitely going to draw Jello, my cat. We'll see if she actually sits still and lets me draw her. Otherwise, I'm going to have to draw her from my memory, which is also fine. But remember, we want to draw nice and big on our papers so we can have all sorts of details. And I can't wait to see what you guys draw. So go ahead and put this video on pause while you take a little bit of time, first using a pencil and eraser. And then, if you still have some extra time, go ahead and use your crayons, colored pencils, or markers. But I first want you to practice drawing your favorite animal with a pencil. All right? We'll see you in a little bit. Hey everybody, now it is time to learn about a special artist named Piet Mondrian. P-I-E-T. I've never heard of Pete spelled like that before. And Mondrian, M-O-N-D-R, I-A-N. You can look up online, go on Google and search for Piet, P-I-E-T, Mondrian, M-O-N-D-R-A. Oh, guys, I did it again. M-O-N-D-R-I-A-N. And you'll be able to learn a few things about him. I would like each of you to look up and find 5 facts that you didn't know about this artist. And take some time and look at some of his paintings. I love his paintings because they're very geometric. I love geometric shapes. Anybody remember what the geometric shapes are? Go ahead and tell one of your parents. All right. When you guys look online, you'll get to see a bunch of his artwork. And when you come back, we'll start our project. Welcome back. I hope you guys found a few things about Piet Mondrian and found some of his stuff to be interesting. I love it because I love geometric patterns and shapes and all of that. And then also, if you didn't notice, a majority of his art uses the primary colors. Who remembers what the primary colors are? We have red, yellow, and blue. And those are the only colors we're going to use to make, drum roll, our Mondrian animals. This, obviously, if you couldn't tell, is a giraffe. And I am going to use my white paper. I got paper straight out of my printer inside, so any white paper can be any size. This is 8.5 by 11, doesn't have to be. We are going to use a ruler, an eraser, and a pencil. Then one black marker. And then when we color in our animals, we can use markers, colored pencils, or crayons. But again, only red, yellow, and blue. Those are the only colors we're using today. Okay, so I've already started by drawing my giraffe. And after I draw my giraffe and get it the way I want to, as you can see how I filled up all of my paper? If you need some ideas for what animals to draw, just go back online and pick the animal you want, say like cat cartoon, or what was I going to do? An octopus cartoon. So then you can kind of get a simple line drawing, and you can look at it and draw it from there if you need help. But remember, we're going to fill up the whole paper. Remember how we try to draw big. We don't want little bitty things because we want to have enough room to add all the details inside. So the only thing you're going to do is draw with your pencil, and if you need the eraser, if you want to, you can use your eraser. Then from there, we're going to use our black marker, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to trace all my pencil lines. One nice thick outline on all the pencil lines. Have you guys decided what animal you're going to do? Think about it while you're watching me finish up my outline here. I wanted to do Jello, but she wouldn't pose for me, so I chose a giraffe instead. Maybe next time I'll do a picture of Jello. So I've traced my giraffe. Now I'm ready. I'm going to use my ruler and my pencil again. And we are going to make horizontal and vertical lines. They're not going to be diagonal. They're not going to be squigglies. They're going to be nice, straight, horizontal, and vertical lines. And when you use your ruler, you don't want to have your hand over the top because you need the straight edge to be able to draw your lines. So what we do, we use a couple of our fingers and we hold it down nice and hard right there. And I'm going to draw the first line right here. And I'm going to move it over, draw another line. I'm going to come over here. I want one more on his neck, like that. Then I'm going to switch my ruler the other direction. And you can line it up with your paper too, because your paper is horizontal and vertical. They're perfect angles. So then I want to hold with a couple fingers. I'm going to draw a line here. I want to make a little section. Up, and I'm going to make a bigger section. And when you're drawing your lines, remember the artwork that you saw online earlier when we were looking at what type of paintings Mondrian does. So I have a few lines up. I think I want to add one more vertical line here, have a little small section. So you're going to do this all through your whole animal. I've got a couple little pieces here that I don't think I want to do. I don't think I'm going to do his little horns. I'm not sure what they're called. Or the little tuft of hair here, or his eyeballs. But I am going to do lines on the bigger sections of his body. So now, again, we're going to use our black marker and we're going to trace our lines. Sometimes I forget I should keep talking because I'm not a social drawer. I just get lost in what I'm doing. So here's my lines. All right, so I'm just giving you an example. I'm going to finish my whole thing and I'll show you that at the very end. But now, I think I'm going to use some colored pencils. Again, you can use colored pencils, crayons, or markers, but again, only red, yellow, and blue are primary colors. So I'm going to pick a few of the sections to color in. This one. And this is completely up to you, whichever way you want to color them in. And remember, when you look back at Mondrian's, he also left some white spaces, and he sometimes had some black spaces. But I think I'm just going to color in with my colored pencils like this. I think I want to do a big section of blue and another big section of blue. And then some yellow. And a big thing of yellow up here. And down here too. And okay, fine, over here too. And I think the neck is done. So this is the style of how we're going to do the rest of our giraffe. So at the very end, I'll show you a video. I'll show you a picture of what my finished giraffe looks like. All right, you guys can go ahead and get started. Start by drawing your animal, and then you're going to trace all the lines, and then you're going to use your ruler and draw your horizontal and vertical lines, which make rectangles and squares.